All right, this video is going to show us how to get into the Amazon App Stream, which is going to allow us to get into either Autodesk Inventor, Revit, or MD Solids. So for starters, open a Chrome browser on your Chromebook. And within your apps, we're going to scroll down, and you may have to give it a second to load as they appear, but you should be able to eventually access this HHS CAD and Engineering App Stream. So look for the HHS logo, and then we're going to just click your student login like normal. Once we're in here, we need to decide which program we're using. So whichever one you need to get into, I'm going to be using Inventor for this demonstration. Once you click, it may take a few tries to have this actual loading menu pop up. As everybody tries to get on and more kids try to access this, it's gonna stress the servers a little bit. And so while they prepare for more users, just know you may have to retry, maybe close your tab, get back in until this window pops up. So we're going to keep trying. I'm talking maybe 4 to 5 minutes worth of retrying. But you can see it's loading, and then once it loads, Inventor will open. So now it's loaded past 100% here, and so it should be opening up the Inventor application. So we're accessing Inventor through an application. So it's copying the program so we can see it through a window, if you want to look at it like that. So Inventor is going to be in your main window here, but kind of on top of that window are going to be some things that we need to talk about. And as we know with any of our programs, sometimes file saving and sharing is critical, especially like Inventor, where our parts need to work with our assemblies and our drawing files. And so the first step before we use this, as it's still loading here to open, is we are going to sync up our actual Google Drive, much like we maybe have done on our laptops or desktops at school. And so you see the file icon up here. We're going to have to click that, and we need to add storage. If we don't save properly and go through this step, anything we work on is gone once we get out of Google. So if we close down Chrome, we didn't save or go through this process, all of the work you've done was wasted. So we're going to add storage, and it's the Google Drive we are looking for. And so obviously as a student, you would click the student. I'm going to be using my Google login to sync up my drive. And of course, we want to allow this so that they can communicate. And now, once this is going to be done, I'm going to test it once Inventor opens to see if I can see any of my Google Drive folder files. Let's try this again. I'm just giving it time to load. Obviously, it's got any of these programs are pretty large. Accessing them through a network is just going to take that much longer to open. Feel free to click around and fast forward if needed. Looks like there's a small delay, so maybe just try to move slow. Google Drive is that folder there. Let's try this one more time. I'm just going to try to resync. So I think it just had a second to load. I didn't really do anything, but now I see Google Drive in here. So I would say after you add your drive, maybe give it a second. But now that I see it in there, I bet I should be able to click open and see if I can get to the drive. So yeah, so the error message probably was just that it wasn't loaded yet. So just like in class, you're going to want to save or know where you're saving. So with you in your drive, you should have an engineering folder, whatever class it is. And now that we're in a project, you're going to want to make sure to save your project files into a specific folder. So now we've done a little bit of the prep work so we can work in Inventor like normal. So by now, right, we've synced our folder. I can access any of my files and save my files. And so let's say I'm going to start my new part. Let's see if I can go to new and choose from the correct template in my English folder. So this all looks the same as it always has, which is awesome. Trying to make sure to open my inch part here, and I could tell that there is a slight delay than maybe as quick as your laptops at school would be behaving. But just like I said, be patient. We're all trying to make the best of this, and I think this will work. So let's make the best of it. On my new part, all I'm going to do here is just draw a quick sketch and then try to save the file. And while doing that, I'm going to make sure it's in my, in this case, reverse engineering folder. So let's just go ahead. Okay, pretend I make something. This looks pretty good. Tiny delay, but that's okay. It's working. Let's do a quick extrusion here. All right, so I have something 3D. Let's do a file save as. I want to make sure I'm doing file save as so I can name it appropriately. So whatever part it might be, and I know where it's being saved. So here's that Google Drive that we've set up. In my drive, I need to find my, in this case, PLTW IED folder. So there's my PLTW IED. And I haven't created a folder yet, so I'm going to create a new one here. So create new folder, and this is for my reverse engineering project. So now that that's created, I want to go into it. And this was my box part, I'll call it. So remember, not part one, part two. What is the specific name that you are naming this piece? All right, so looks like we've been able to save. And now when you're done with your session, it's a good idea to make sure to end it and log off. By doing that, it actually frees up server space for other kids. So I'm just going to end my session, and that is how we're going to be using some of our applications for the rest of the year. Hope this helps.